The moment the distance is breached, the outcome begins to take shape. In nature, the fiercest encounters are not decided by raw power alone, but by timing, movement, and reaction speed. Tension mounts with every passing second, and the slightest misstep can completely turn the tide. Which moment truly determines who holds the upper hand? In Yellowstone National Park, elk migrate seasonally between highlands and valleys in search of food. While generally docile when undisturbed, they react instantly to unfamiliar movement. A male elk approaches a cold lake. The open terrain offers a wide view but also narrows the safety margin. From that very distance, a bear watches and adjusts its approach. It maintains a steady pace, closing the gap stealthily. When the elk plunges into the water to escape the threat, the bear swims in pursuit, keeping its distance. Tension mounts on the open water as the bear dictates the direction of the chase. Once the gap closes, the bear exerts its strength to subdue the elk in the water. The elk struggles but slows as its energy drains in the frigid environment. Its resistance fades with every passing moment. Finally, the elk is overcome, and the bear drags the carcass to shore, providing a vital source of nutrition and maintaining the natural balance. Across the vast tundra of Alaska, a caribou herd moves ceaselessly through the snow and biting winds. Adapted to open landscapes where visibility is high, but cover is scarce. They possess the stamina to cover tens of kilometers during migration. Yet, if one is injured, its pace falters, and the distance separating it from the herd begins to widen. This shift does not trigger an immediate chase. The grizzly bear maintains its distance, moving parallel to the herd and observing for an extended period. It waits for the caribou to drift out of sync with the group's movement. Once a gap opens, the mother bear alters her course to approach, while her cubs stay close behind, gradually closing the distance. The decisive moment arrives when the herd's rhythm breaks. The caribou slows down in the snow, and the mother bear surges forward to bridge the gap in a sudden burst of speed. She uses her immense power to bring the prey down. A brief struggle ensues before fading away. Ultimately, the prey is subdued, becoming a vital source of nourishment for the bears. Across the temperate and coniferous forests of North America, deer move through a multi-layered landscape where visibility is fragmented. Their instinct for vigilance compels them to constantly pause, listen, and alter their course in response to the slightest cues. When a young deer falls out of sync with the herd, the resulting gap creates a clear line of pursuit. It is this trajectory that keeps the grizzly bear moving on a parallel course. As the deer accelerates through the dense timber, the bear instantly shifts gears, launching into a short, explosive burst of speed to close the gap. The deer's stride falters, and the distance between them rapidly shrinks. From this close range, the bear lunges in a single, decisive motion. It pounces with full force before the deer can change direction. The deer attempts to escape, but loses its rhythm. Within seconds, the bear has complete control of the situation. Across the snow-capped mountain ranges of Alaska and the Northern Hemisphere, the wolverine lives a solitary life in a perennially cold environment. It often caches food beneath the snow or within rock crevices for later consumption. Each individual patrols its own territory and reacts swiftly to any signs of intrusion. When a den contains young, every movement nearby is closely monitored, and a state of unceasing vigilance is maintained. It is this state of high alert that forces the wolf to move cautiously and observe carefully as it approaches the den. It advances step by step, maintaining a gap. As the distance closes, the mother wolverine emerges from the den to confront the intruder head-on. She executes rapid changes in direction, forcing the wolf to retreat and reposition, thereby intensifying the confrontation. The intensity of the standoff rises, yet the wolf gains no advantage. It holds its ground, testing the waters with tentative advances before pausing. The mother wolverine keeps up steady pressure, forcing her opponent back step by step away from the den. The gap between them widens after each approach. Ultimately, the wolf retreats completely, and the den remains secure. In the coniferous forests of Alaska, western Canada, and the northwestern United States, a grizzly bear stands over a moose carcass. The cold, sparsely populated environment means food sources are widely scattered. The bear's instincts enable it to quickly locate and claim food across a vast territory. It holds its ground, constantly scanning its surroundings, yet its presence soon draws the attention of others. In the distance, a pack of gray wolves approaches. They fan out to encircle the bear, with individual wolves darting forward to probe before retreating. One wolf makes a short, rapid dash, constantly changing direction to divert the bear's attention. The bear stands guard over the carcass, roaring loudly and pivoting to track the wolf's movements, heightening the tension. After a brief standoff, the wolves do not press the attack. They withdraw one by one, maintaining their distance before leaving the area. The bear remains at the carcass, refusing to budge. The outcome is clear. The grizzly has successfully defended the entire moose carcass. On the edge of the Arctic tundra, a herd of musk oxen maintains a tight formation in temperatures that can plummet below -50 degrees Celsius. Their bodies are adapted to this harsh environment, featuring high shoulders, powerful necks, and thick skulls capable of withstanding heavy impacts. Large, curved horns with thick bases act as a shield, complementing a coat of long guard hairs and an insulating underlayer that effectively retains heat. When the herd gathers, a defensive structure quickly forms, holding firm against any external movement. Unable to find a direct point of entry, the wolf pack circles the herd, searching for a more accessible position. They constantly change direction, maintaining their distance while monitoring the herd's reactions. When they cannot breach the defensive ring, they shift their focus to a muskox that has become separated from the group. Individual wolves dart in and out, forcing the animal to constantly pivot to keep them at bay. After sustaining this pressure, the pack launches repeated probes from multiple angles. The muskox holds its ground, using its horns and charging movements to repel each approach. The standoff drags on as the wolves keep up the pressure without achieving a clear breakthrough, leaving the outcome uncertain. The tug-of-war continues in this state of limbo, with both sides maintaining their distance and adjusting their positions. The wolves keep up the pressure, but fail to break the defense, while the musk oxen hold their original formation. The confrontation persists, with the situation continuing in this ongoing rhythm. Across the grasslands, stretching through the United States and Canada, American bison maintain a steady pace of movement to adapt to changing seasonal conditions. They live in herds ranging from dozens to hundreds of individuals, constantly searching for grass and water. Herd cohesion helps prevent individuals from becoming isolated, yet a calf may sometimes lag behind, creating a gap that quickly becomes a vulnerability. Spotting this opening as the calf drifts from the formation, a wolf pack shifts direction to approach. They fan out, maintaining a steady pace while gradually increasing the pressure. Wolves take turns darting forward and retreating, forcing the bison to constantly pivot to maintain its balance. The intensity of the confrontation escalates with each close approach. As the tension mounts, The pack shifts tactics and renews the pressure. The bison holds its ground, reacting to the wolves' movements from various angles. Each time the bison stands firm, the wolves pull back only to return from a different direction. The standoff drags on for minutes without a decisive breakthrough, leaving the outcome uncertain. The tug-of-war continues as both sides keep moving and adjusting their positions. The pack maintains pressure without fully committing to a strike, while the bison manages to keep a safe distance. The confrontation remains unresolved, and the standoff persists in this ongoing dynamic. Amidst this series of fierce confrontations, the defining factor lies not in sheer power, but in the ability to choose the right moment, control distance, and maintain pressure. Each species adapts in its own unique way to survive in a harsh environment. Once the rhythm of movement is disrupted, the outcome is all but sealed. And in the wild, a single, well-timed moment is enough to decide everything. In the vast sky, a single dive can change the course of events in seconds, creating swift and decisive attacks. Eagles don't act randomly. Each approach is based on observation, distance, and timing to maintain an advantage. When the distance is broken, the reaction on the ground is almost impossible to adapt to. So in that situation, which species still has a chance to escape the attack from above? From the moment it leaves the cliff, the eagle takes over the sky. Its wings tear through the wind like blades, and its sharp eyes lock onto its target from seemingly impossible distances. It chooses sheer cliffs, cold, high mountains, and open grasslands. The harsher the conditions, the clearer its advantage, because there is no hiding place, only the sky. The eagle's instinct is not to pursue, but to finish. It patiently observes, waiting for a mistake to appear, then swoops down in an instant. A dive transforms height into power, and talons close before the prey can understand what's happening. For the eagle, hunting isn't a chase, but a decisive moment that cannot be wrong. On this stage, who truly deserves to rule the skies? In dense forest canopy, monkeys typically travel in small groups and rarely separate. They are omnivorous, constantly on the move in search of food, and maintain flexible spacing between individuals. When a warning signal is given, the entire troop reacts almost immediately. This vigilance reduces risk, but gaps in the canopy still create vantage points that can be observed from above. Those gaps, an eagle descends, observing the movement below. It selects an individual slightly detached from the flock, adjusting its trajectory through the leaf gaps to shorten the distance. Once in a favorable position, The eagle closes its wings and swoops down, blocking the path between the interconnected branches. When approached closely, the monkey jumps repeatedly to maintain distance. The eagle maintains its trajectory and anticipates the next landing point. The distance quickly shortens. A sufficiently close approach allows it to secure its target with its talons. The chase ends quickly, and the eagle leaves the forest canopy with its prey. In the vast expanse of water, fish are distributed from lakes and rivers to coastal areas, moving according to environmental signals to optimize their survival. Depending on the species, they hunt alone or in groups and adjust their behavior to the situation. Their ability to recognize and remember helps them stay safe. But as they approach the surface, their position becomes easier to read from above. From the calm water's surface, an eagle flies low, scrutinizing every ripple. It maintains its distance, observing the movement below and waiting for the opportune moment. When the fish surfaces near the water's edge, the eagle lowers its altitude, adjusts its trajectory, and moves to approach. When the distance is broken, the water's surface is disturbed and the fish's reaction slows. The eagle maintains its aim, seizing its target with its talons the moment it surfaces. There is no longer enough distance to escape. After a few flaps of its wings, the eagle leaves the water with its prey. On the high cliffs of North America, mountain goats live in small groups, maintaining a clear distance between individuals. During the day, they graze on grass, moss, and lichen, while the alpha male stands high up to observe and control the herd. When in danger, they climb straight up the cliff instead of running sideways. This movement helps them avoid many predators, but at the same time puts them within sight from above. High above the mountainside, a golden eagle maintained a steady altitude, observing the herd of goats for an extended period. It didn't rush to approach, waiting for a young goat to subtly separate from the group before adjusting its flight path to close the distance. When close enough, it closed its wings and swooped down, cutting across the rocky slope. The moment of approach forced the goat to change direction and quickly climb up the cliff to maintain its position. The eagle focused its attention on the edge of the rock. A close approach caused the goat to lose its grip and slide down. The eagle quickly subdued its prey and carried it away from the area. On such steep terrain, a small misstep can determine the outcome. In the dry, warm regions of North America, lizards are widely distributed, ranging from grasslands to areas near water sources where temperatures are suitable and where there are hiding places and insect resources. Their small size allows them to react quickly and change direction constantly when in danger. They don't confront threats but rely on dodging and concealment. However, these small movements become easily detectable signals from above. Those signals attracted a low-flying eagle that was surveying the area. It maintained a steady trajectory and watched the lizard basking near the water's edge. The distance gradually shortened without attracting attention. At the opportune moment, the eagle closed its wings and swooped down at high speed. The dive forced the lizard to dart towards the bushes for cover. The eagle kept close and quickly closed the distance. Once it got close enough, it secured its target with its talons. The chase ended quickly, the eagle controlling its prey. On open ground, even a single movement could become a locked point. On the North American prairies, wolves live in open woodlands, grasslands, and semi-deserts, often moving in packs with clearly defined roles. When they separate to track prey, they rely on memory and a sense of smell to maintain an advantage. Their coordination helps them control the environment, but in open terrain, solitary activity makes them vulnerable to observation from above. Keeping its position high above, an eagle circles and monitors the movements below. It avoids direct contact, reading the rhythm of the lone wolf's movements. As the wolf becomes distracted and lowers its guard, the eagle lowers its trajectory, changes direction from behind, and begins to close in. Caught off guard from above, the wolf changes direction and accelerates to maintain distance. The eagle relentlessly closes, forcing the target to expose gaps. When the wolf slows during a change of direction, the distance is broken. Its talons tighten, locking onto its target, and the wolf becomes the eagle's prey. In open areas, snakes move nimbly by crawling, climbing, and swimming. Their flexible bodies help them constrict their targets, while their jaws can expand to swallow large prey. Some species have venom that affects the nervous system or blood for self-defense. These characteristics give snakes an advantage, but also make their movements easily detectable from above. Between the leaves, an eagle maintains its altitude and watches silently. It observes the direction of movement and avoids approaching when the prey is on the defensive. When the pace slows and the path becomes clear, the eagle lowers its altitude and moves closer. Caught in a corner, the snake coils and raises its front body in response. The eagle keeps its distance and dodges bites. As the snake slows during a change of direction, the distance is shortened. A talon's grip locks the body, ending the resistance. Once the defense is broken, any subsequent movement makes no difference. The red fox has a wide distribution range from Europe and Asia to North America, adapting to forests, grasslands, and cold mountainous regions. Its weight of 8 to 15 pounds allows it to move nimbly across complex terrain. In harsh environments, its relatives, such as the fennec fox, can survive above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. This adaptability helps it maintain its hunting ability. But on open mountain slopes, it is also easily observed from above. From above, a golden eagle maintained its position and observed the movement below. It adjusted its flight path, closing the distance without attracting attention. Once close enough, the chance of evasion was almost non-existent. Just as the fox focused on the terrain ahead, the eagle closed its wings and swooped down to attack. As soon as it was targeted, the fox sensed danger and changed course, fleeing across the steep terrain to escape. The eagle closed in and quickly subdued its target with its talons. The chase ended in seconds, with the eagle carrying its prey away from the mountainside. This illustrates the difference between slow detection and a timely reaction. Throughout encounters, the eagle's advantage comes from its ability to observe, choose the right moment, and control the distance precisely. Each prey has its own strategy, but when faced with a disadvantageous moment, quick reflexes are not always enough to escape. In the sky, advantage doesn't come from sheer strength, but from precisely controlling the decisive moment.